So in the past 7 months, I went from having over $2,000 in credit card debt to having $0 in credit card debt. I went from staying on my phone all the time and sleeping hella late, wasting a whole bunch of time, to being the most productive I've ever been in a really long time. I went to having barely any savings to having almost 6 months worth of savings. You might be asking yourself, okay, how did you do all that? All right, it's cool you telling us this, but how did you do it? All right, so the only way I was able to do that was by being bored. Somebody said being bored sounds like doing magic wand and a mushroom. I wonder what that means. But being bored is actually the opposite of getting high. All right, being bored means that you're actually bored. That's what being bored is. Think about all the distractions you face on a day-to-day basis. You're always on your phone. You got the ads just popping up in your face. You got Burger King, McDonald's, just everywhere. You know, all them foods looking real good. You got music you listening to. All these distractions, all these stimulations. Now what happened is that our brain become overstimulated. Now while your brain is being overstimulated, you can never stick to one thing at a time because your brain is always finding something better to do. You feel me? If you're in a room and you have your phone, you got your tablet, you got TV, and then you have a book, which one do you think you're gonna go to first? You're gonna go to your phone. Then when the phone get boring because the screen is too small, you go to the tablet. Then after the tablet, you might go to the TV. Then you might even consider the book, but by the time you even get to the book, bro, your brain is going to be so fried from all that overstimulation, you're not even going to have the energy to read that book. Like, I used to do stuff like that back then in high school. So what would happen is I'll come home from school, and instead of getting straight to studying, I'll go on my phone, watch movies. I watch Power. I watch 4 episodes. And then after watching 4 episodes, then I'll go watch Riverdale. And then after watching Riverdale, I'll probably, play some games, play some iPhone games, whatever. And after that, I'll try to study. But now that I'm trying to study, studying just seems so trash compared to whatever I was just doing. Because what happened is that I was all the way up there. When I was watching TV, playing video games, doing all that, my dopamine was up there, all right? I was stimulated to the max. And then going from that to just trying to study is not going to work because I went from there to there. I want you to see it as like a sugar crash. After you consume a lot of stuff filled with sugar, right? It feels good in the moment and you're just feeling like a crackhead. You feel good. But after a while, when you get off of it, you just feel like shit. And that's exactly how it's like when you overstimulate your brain and then try to do the hard work after. It's almost impossible to get anything hard done when your brain is being overstimulated to that magnitude. So what I did was 7 months ago, I deleted all social media, took all social media off my phone. And then a little while after that, I decided to take YouTube off. And y'all know that, right? Y'all already seen the videos. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So what I was doing was I was desensitizing my brain to all the distractions in the world. Yes, there will still be distractions, but I took away the distractions that I know are close in my proximity. I can't control what I see on the billboards. I can't control the music that maybe my neighbor is playing. I can't control that. But you know what I did? I focused on what I can control. Now, since I deleted all them social medias, all them distractions, took them all away, what ended up happening was I became really, really bored. There was nothing to do. I couldn't just hop on Instagram whenever I felt like it. Couldn't hop on YouTube whenever I felt like it. I couldn't do anything, man. It was just, the only thing I did have at my fingertips was music, but I couldn't just sit there and just listen to music. I had to be doing something. So since there was nothing to do, it made me want to find things to do. And whatever I was doing in the moment, that was what was stimulating me. That was the thing that was making my brain release dopamine, because it's like, finally, we found something to do. That was the highlight of my day. Going to the gym, lifting heavy weights, highlight of my day. Going to work, working hard and coming back home, highlight of my day. Why? Because there's nothing else to do. All I can do is listen to music, go to the gym, work. That's it. I can't go on Instagram and YouTube and just play around all damn day. I can't do that. So those things that are considered hard in today's society, well, not just in today's society, I'm pretty sure going to the gym and going to work has always been seen kind of like a tedious task. But all those things that have been seen like the hardest thing in the world to do, all of a sudden became the best thing to me. There was nothing else that can compare to that because there was nothing else to compare it to. So ever since I did that, my life just started changing. It doesn't happen overnight, but you will start seeing the difference. I started doing harder things. The AC broke, and guess what, bro? Instead of calling them to try and fix it, I fixed it myself. Like, amazing, right? I fixed it myself. Actually went, pulled out the manual for the AC. I looked it over and I fixed it myself. Tried out the circuits in the house. Yo, I went crazy and I did it myself. My car broke down, right? And instead of actually going to the mechanic to do it, I was like, you know what? I got it. So I did it myself. I fixed my car by myself and I didn't have to pay all that extra money. But if I had all these distractions, right? This what would have happened. I would have started to compare like going on social media and having all these good things thrown at me. It would seem way better to just be on social media while somebody else fixed my car, you know? But because I didn't have social media, I didn't have any distraction for real. The best thing to me was just going outside and fixing my car. So let's say you delete all your social media, you take away all your distractions, and you actually start prioritizing the things that you need to do, right? Do not try to make what you're doing fun. Don't try to trick your brain into thinking that what you're doing is fun, because hard work is not fun. Maybe to some of y'all, working hard is fun, but it's not fun. It's hard. It's supposed to be hard work for a reason. When I'm studying, when I'm reading, when I'm working on my car, when I'm lifting weights, I do not think to myself, wow, I'm pumping iron, right? I'm just like pumping my chest up and I'm thinking to myself, oh God, this is so fun. Look at how the weight is just flying in the air. And I'm like, oh my God. I don't see that as fun. Yo, my vein on my neck is bulging out. I got veins on my forehead. My eyes ready to pop out my skull. Fam, I'm on go time. It's not fun. This is real life. Because if this weight falls off, I'm gone. I have no spotter. You feel me? So don't try to make the hard work fun. Don't try to trick your brain into thinking that it's fun, because what's going to happen is that you're going to try to convince your brain that it's fun, and then you're going to get there and then your brain is going to be like, wait a minute, that's not fun. So now you have this big expectation set in your mind, and now it has to be crushed down, which I think will definitely hinder your performance in whatever that you're going to do. Telling your brain that hard work is fun when it's really not is like somebody pissing down your back and calling it rain. Don't trick your brain, bro. Just, it's hard work. Embrace the fact that it's hard work and it's going to be hard. And that's okay. That's all right. Now you might watch this video and you might be amped. I'm gonna go change my life. I'm gonna go do this. If it worked for this black dude, it could work for me. All right, you might be motivated right now, but tomorrow you're gonna feel like shit. You're not gonna wanna do it. Something else is gonna catch your attention and you're gonna wanna do something else. That's exactly how it's going to go. Who knows? You might click off this video. Next thing you know, you see your favorite YouTuber post something and you go back on YouTube and you just stay there for the rest of the day and you don't get nothing done. Do not rely on motivation. Motivation is not your savior. Motivation will not save you. No matter how many times you get amped, you start screaming, you start writing down your goals in your dream notepad or whatever. You have a, what is it? What y'all be doing these days? A dream calendar, or is it a dream notebook? Whatever it is, you start writing things down and getting amped. Fam, that's just motivation. You're just motivated because you can picture it. And the thing about motivation is that it has nothing to do with actual work. It's all about imagination. And yes, it all starts in the mind, but it's only effective if you can put it out there. Nothing in this world was real until someone was motivated enough to think about it and do it. So what I would recommend is to look at what you are prioritizing on your day-to-day life. Look at what you spend the most time on, and is it benefiting you? Ask yourself that. Is it benefiting you? Because the result that you are looking for is in the hard work that you are avoiding. So ask yourself, is what I'm doing from Monday through Sunday benefiting me as a person? Is it benefiting other people? If not, I need you to start cutting things down. If you need to get your bread up, fix your finances, doing something, bro, it's time to prioritize that. So what I would recommend is that you come in, right? Take whatever that you have been avoiding and put it as number 1. And then number 2, number 3, number 4, try to leave the entertainment and the social media, your phone playing around last. Do it last because it's the least important thing. If you are a creator, let's say you do YouTube, whatever, then yes, you can do that. But you got to know your limit. Focus is important, fam. Focus is very important. What I do when I need to focus is that I take away all my distractions and I put them somewhere else. So if you know that you have a problem with playing video games all day, it wouldn't be wise to do your homework in your room where your video game setup is at. You feel me? So take your homework, go somewhere else, go to another room, maybe your mother's room, because we both know your mom do not have a PlayStation. Go to your mother's room or somewhere else in the house and do your homework there because the PlayStation is not there. Do it there. If you feel like your phone is your addiction, take your phone, put it in the room, do your homework outside. Like anything that you feel like is distracting you from being the person that you truly want to be, out of sight, out of mind. After that, I promise you, you're going to be able to get a lot more things done in a timely manner. The way my schedule goes is that the first thing I do when I wake up is eat breakfast and then I go to the gym. Going to the gym for me is the hardest thing, and it's also the thing I prioritize the most. So I go to the gym first. I prioritize work second. Yes, I put paper second. I put chasing the bag second. So I go and I go to work. And then after that, I come home. I might indulge in watching a movie real quick because all the hard work is done. I can finally relax. So I can indulge in watching a movie or an episode. I can just lollygag all I want. You know, just do nothing because all the hard work is done. I already did the hard work. So have a good one.